everyone. How are you? Happy Monday. I hope you had a really great weekend. I hope you're getting ready for finals. And I hope you're not stressing. So we're going to do some yoga this afternoon. I guess it's noon hour, right? To kind of push away any anxiety, any stress that you might be feeling. And just enter the new week with a new attitude, a new body, right? Get rid of the tightness. We're gonna feel amazing. So thank you for joining me. My name is Leslie. Let's go ahead and close down our eyes. Drop those shoulders down away from your ears. Just start to take a few big breaths. With each exhale, push out any tension or tightness that you might have in your body. You could take some gentle movement through the spine, through your neck. You could even open your jaw really wide. Yeah, that'll get rid of tension, especially if you're a clencher, if you like to clench those teeth together. We're just going to loosen it all up, right? And then with your eyes closed, I want you to continue breathing. And I want you to feel this calm coming over your body. It's going to be a great week. Even if you have a lot of tests, a lot of studying, it's okay, you're going to get through it. We're so close. Take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly blink open your eyes. And give yourself a big stretch. Fingers up to the sky. You could reach all the way through the neck. Taking that big breath in. And then on the exhale, take your right hand to your left knee and give yourself a gentle twist. Yeah, if bodies are tight, be really kind. We're looking over that left shoulder. And then reaching up to the sky, nice and tall, and exhale over to the other side. Let the breath go. We're twisting out any negativity or tightness. Then all the way back up, clasp those fingers and push the palms away. Give yourself a nice stretch, and then just gently sway side to side, releasing any tightness in your hips or in your waist. And then push those fingers away. And take a look up to your hands. And then on your exhale, let that chin fall down. I know any tightness in your shoulders. We're just going to let it go here. And then bring your head up, drop out those hands. Give yourself that stretch. That big shake out. Let's come to all fours. We're going to gently move our body. We're waking it up through some cat and cows. Slowly opening that chest and the cow and scooping the belly and the cat. Let the breath move with you. So with each inhale or exhale, taking a movement, either a cat or a cow. You can hold the movement if that feels really nice in the body. We're just getting rid of tension and tightness. Flat back and bend our toes and lift those hips up to the sky into a downward facing dog. And we're going to take that movement now into the legs. You could pedal those feet. You could bend both knees. Whatever feels really nice in your body today. You know those areas that need some attention, some love. So we're just warming it all up. And then send your heels back. Nice still downward facing dog. Don't worry if they don't touch. Nice firm arms, fingers nice and wide. Take a breath. And exhale, let it go. And take a look at your fingers, bend your knees, and walk your feet up to your hands. So we're going to hang heavy in this forward fold. It's called Utkatasana. If legs don't want to be straight, yeah, you can add a bend here, but I want you to shake out that head, side to side, up and down, and opening your jaw. Nice big stretch. And then take your hand to the opposite elbow. You can hang a little heavier here. Let the breath go. Legs can be bent. Maybe you want to stretch them out as those hamstrings start to warm up. And then release your hands and hands on your shins and push that spine nice and tall, half lift. And exhale, lower down. Bring your hands to your waist and roll up the spine and give your fingers a big stretch up to the sky. And then bring your palms together and exhale into your heart. Bring your hands down, give you that big stretch to the sky and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down, bend your knees, walk back, downward facing dog. Yeah, and just like before, if you want to bend those knees, maybe pedal the heels. Send your heels back, nice still, downward facing dog, and take your right foot and lift it up to the sky. And it doesn't even have to be that high. You're just waking up the body. And then take that right foot and bring it right between your hands. Back legs extended. You could also drop it down if that feels really nice. And then we're all going to drop it down. Flatten the toes. Really lift that spine and reach your fingers up to the sky. And then if you'd like, add a little press forward. If your hip flexor wants to stretch out, yeah, we're just going to lift it up and breathe. Let those shoulders fall down. Feel that body opening up. And then bring your hands down to the mat. Extend that back leg. Bring your back foot up to meet the front, into that forward fold. Shake out your head. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, fingers come all the way overhead. And exhale into the heart. Hands come down. Find that big reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. This time that left leg is going to come back into your lunge. Nice and deep. And then step back, downward facing dog. Shake out the head. Pedal those feet. On your inhale, lift that left foot up. Whatever height feels really good in your body, we're just waking everything up. On your exhale, take that left foot right between your hands. Yeah, back leg's extended. You can even drop it down if you want. Feel that openness in the body. And then drop the knees, flatten the toes, reach those fingers, and if you'd like, press forward. Low crescent lunge. Keep reaching, nice and light. All the goodness pulling into your heart. And then release those hands down, extend that back leg. Back foot comes up to meet the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, let those fingers come all the way overhead. And exhale into your heart. You can stay facing the front of your mat. I'm going to face forward for just a second and reach those fingers nice and tall. Take hold of your left wrist and guide yourself over to the right side. We're getting rid of any tightness. You can peek under that shoulder. Maybe look down to the mat. Yeah, and reach up nice and tall. Bring those palms together and exhale, forward fold. Legs straight or bent. Everything's opening up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, let those fingers come all the way overhead, nice and tall. And exhale into the heart. Hands come down, reach up to the sky. This time we're going to take hold of that right wrist. Guide yourself over. Let that shoulder open up, twisting. Where are your tight areas? This is where you get them all out of your body. And reach all the way up. Bring those palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Walk those feet back, downward facing dog. Bodies are opening up. On your inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step it right between your hands. We're going to stay on this back toe. And this time we're going to walk our hands up to our front knee. Yeah, you can always drop that knee down where we were, right? We were in this pose before. Yeah, that's your other option. And then bring those hands into cactus arms, nice and wide. And then keep your feet grounding down as you reach those fingers up to the sky. High crescent lunge. Do you have your balance? If you're a little wobbly this morning, this afternoon, you can set that back heel down. Reaching, reaching. And then bring your hands into your heart. Lift that spine a little taller. Take one more breath. Now drop that back heel down and reach those fingers out to either side of your body in your warrior two. This front knee is right over your ankle. Fingers are wide. Your line shouldn't be crooked. It's nice and long. And then take a gaze right over those front fingers. Feel the power of the warrior. And then flip your front palm up and let's reach up to the sky. Breathing, lightness. This reverse warrior, we can call it peaceful warrior. Nice and long. And then into that warrior two. Take your back hand, cartwheel it to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Shake out your head. Press high on your toes, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, let those hands come all the way overhead. Exhale, into the heart. Keep the flow going, down. Reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down, walk back, downward facing dog. Yeah, bodies are starting to warm up. On your inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, take your left foot right between your hands. Yeah, that back foot is really grounded. Remember, you can always drop the knee. And when you are ready, make sure you're not too wide. Walk your hands up to that front leg. How's the balance? Take those fingers and reach them all the way up into this high crescent lunge. You can always come into cactus arms. Those are always my favorite, nice wide opening. Or reaching those fingers. Find your focus and breathe. If you're a little wobbly, it is okay to drop that back heel down. And that would make it a warrior one. Breathing, drop those shoulders. Take one more breath. Bring those palms together into the heart. Drop your shoulders. Yeah, drop that back heel. We're going to reach these fingers and open that chest. You stay where you are. I'm going to switch sides so you can see me. So our chest is to the long edge of the mat. Those arms are in a nice line. Front knee is right over the ankle. Yeah, reaching. Then take that look over your front fingers. Take a breath. Let those shoulders fall down away from your ears. Everything's nice and light. Take the palm of your front hand, flip it up. Back hand slides down your leg and reach to the sky. Reverse warrior. Fingers reaching all the way up. What are you reaching for? On this Monday, what are your goals? Into that warrior two. Cartwheel your back hand, step back, downward facing dog. Press high on your toes, bending your knees, step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, fingers all the way overhead. And exhale into your heart. Stay facing the front of your mat. I'm going to face you. Hands at your heart. We're going to drop those hips. So it's like we're sitting in a chair. If I was sideways, you can see we have this beautiful diagonal from knee to hip, hip to shoulder. Drop those shoulders all the way down. Yeah, and toes are light. You should be able to wiggle those toes. So this is our chair. It's called Utkatasana. So it's nice and light. And open those arms nice and wide. And take your right hand and bring it under the left. And if this is too much for tight shoulders, just take the hand and set it on the opposite shoulder. But our legs are going to stay in this chair position. So in our chair, we're just going to breathe here. Make sure those toes are light. Now, think of your left foot grounding into the mat. Keep your hips right where they are. This right leg is going to lift up and wrap around. And so my left leg is still in a the chair position. It's like a one-leg chair. It's bent. I'm breathing. This is Eagle, Utkatasana. Let that breath go. It's grounding us down. It's getting us ready for the week. Take one more breath. Okay, keep that left foot grounding down. Untwist your arms right into cactus. And then keep that foot grounding down and reach those fingers up to the sky. Are you still balancing? Oh yeah. Take a breath. Exhale, let that foot go. Reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down, walk back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale, this time floating into our plank. Shoulders over the wrists, fingers nice and wide. Drop your knees, flatten the toes, and a slow push up down, chaturanga. And then coming up into your cobra or baby cobra. If you want to lift up, if your spine is okay to do that, you could twist side to side if you'd like. Oh, and lowering down, and then press back into your downward facing dog. Shake out that head. Press high on your toes, bending your knees. Step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, let those hands come all the way overhead. I'm going to face you again. And exhale into the heart. Drop those shoulders. Take a breath. Exhale, send those hips back. So we're in that chair, that zigzag. Toes are light. Shoulders are down. Open those arms nice and wide. Left hand is going to come under the right. We're going to try and bring those palms together. You can also take the hand to the opposite shoulder. But hips are heavy. Sitting down in that chair. This time we're going to ground down the right foot. Picking up that left leg and we're going to wrap it around. And I find when I really squeeze these legs together, I get a much better balance. Let the breath go. And if you're wobbly, you can always set that toe down. Of course. We all have those wobbly days, right? Breathing. Let those shoulders fall down. No tension. Take one more breath. And then slowly untwist the arms. Keep that right foot grounding down into your cactus arms. Keep the right foot grounding down. Reach those fingers all the way to the sky. Can you sit a little lower? Yeah. Take a breath. Oh, uncross that foot. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down, right away into your plank or downward facing dog. If you're in the plank, go ahead, move through that vinyasa, slow push up. Oh, into the cobra. And we're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath. Shake out your head. I think we need one more vinyasa on this Monday. Press high on your toes, bending your knees. Step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, let those fingers come all the way overhead. Exhale, through the body, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down, step or jump into your plank. Move through a vinyasa or right into your downward facing dog. When you get to that downward dog, take 3 breaths. Shake out that head. Fingers nice and wide. On your inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, we're going to bring that right knee toward our hands. We're going to set the knee down and we're going to slide that left foot behind us. So into a pigeon pose. If hips are uncomfortable in this pose, I have a pillow here. You can bring a pillow into it if you have a block. Yeah, that would work, or a blanket. Drop those shoulders. And then make your way down onto your forearms. This is a great hip opener. Hips are where we hold on to a lot of stress. So yeah, let it release, let it go. And then maybe you'd like to go all the way into that sleeping pigeon, reaching out. Either forehead on the mat, or you could stack your hands. And take a breath here in this pigeon. And even if using a pillow or a block is uncomfortable, you could always sit over onto that hip as well. So a lot of options in this pigeon pose. But wherever you end up, I want you to breathe and clear out your mind. Everything nice and light. Feel the weight of any tension that's been weighing on you. Let it go. And take one more breath here. And then slowly start to walk those hands in, lift the spine. Oh, feel that opening? We're going to plant our fingers nice and wide, bend those back toes, and step back, downward facing dog. Yeah, maybe here you'd like to do a little pedaling of the feet, shaking out the head. And on your inhale, lift your left leg. Big push to the sky. Exhale, bring that left knee toward those hands, setting it down. I bring my heel toward my opposite hip. Take those shoulders to the front of your mat. So you should feel this. You could add a block under that hip. And when you're ready, start walking it down. And this could be where you want to stop. But if you want to go a little further, you could break it out. If you have that pillow or block, you could set your head on that. So lots of options when we move through our practice, right? Because every day isn't the same. Some days we need a little more support. And that is okay. When you get down, breathing. Those hips, you should feel them opening up. Notice your breath moving through the body. So you don't want to hold your breath here. Letting go, tightness, anxiety, anything that's not serving you well, push it out. And take one more breath. When you are ready, start to walk those hands in, lift the spine. Opening up. I know it feels so good, right? And this time we're going to sit over onto that left hip and bring that right foot to the front. We're going to make our way onto our backs, giving yourself a big stretch. Oh, that should feel so nice. All the way through the toes, all the way through the fingers. Then we're going to bend our knees. Take your feet to the wide edges of the mat, and then just windshield wiper those knees side to side. Hands can stay over your head. If it feels nicer to bring them to a T, you can do that. So we're still getting that hip flexor. We've hit it so many times today. Low crescent lunge, high crescent lunge, in that pigeon. And now in these windshield wipers. And then bring your knees up to the sky, feet to the mat. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are going to open nice and wide, and we're going to bring those elbows into the waist. Drop those shoulders down away from your ears and take a breath. Exhale, we're going to slowly roll up that spine. Shake out that head. Make sure there's no tension, no tightness. Make sure your neck isn't holding you up. Make sure those shoulders are. You could stay here, or if it's okay, if those shoulders are open enough, you could clasp those fingers. Maybe walk those shoulders a little closer together and even lift the hips a little higher in this bridge. You can close your eyes down. Lift your chin up toward the sky instead of into the chest. Everything's open. Hips are lifted. Take a breath. And exhale, let it go. We're going to release those hands and then slowly slide that back down to the mat. Pull those knees into your chest, opening up those hips. And you can even take your feet up to the sky into your happy baby. And then if you want to rock that could feel really nice. Bring those feet to the floor. Give yourself a big stretch. Pull that right knee in nice and tight. And on the exhale, cross your right knee over the body. Oh, opening up that waist. Nice and gentle. You should feel better. We wrung out everything. All the bad stuff's gone. And then come back through center and pull that left knee into your chest nice and tight. And then cross the knee over the body. Nice. Last chance to ring it out. The breath is saving us. And then come back to center and then find your pose for your Shavasana. So feet could be apart, hands away from your body, palms up to the sky, drop those shoulders, and close down your eyes. This is where you feel the rebound of your practice, all that energy that's flowing through you. Let the breath go. No tightness here. Enjoying the earth supporting us. We did something really great for our bodies, for our minds today. Take it all in. Notice how you're feeling after your practice. And then start to deepen your breath. Add some movement into fingers and into toes. Take your hands overhead, big stretch. Oh, we did it. Great job. And then bend your knees and roll over onto your side. Those eyes could still be closed. Using those arms as a pillow. Taking one last really big inhale here. And exhale out. And then slowly blink open those eyes. Let those hands help bring you back up to your seated position. Could be the same one you started with today, or maybe it's a little different. Dropping those shoulders. Bring your hands together at your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Man, this was so good for all of us. I want you to stay happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to join me next week. Take one more breath. Exhale and bow your head down. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll see you next week.